Hello and welcome again to Violet English. Well, today I would like to have a lesson based on vocabulary. I want to structure my lessons in vocabulary, videos dedicated to grammar, videos dedicated to speaking, videos dedicated to even writing a text. It's much easier this way for you to um, remember, to learn, and to structure the information. So let's get back to a lesson that I had before, but today I would like to give more space to the subject, and then we will go further to other subjects. So I would like to talk about introducing yourself, about talking about your family, about talking about a job, and talking about a hobby. Introducing yourself. Let's see um, some words. My name is, I am, I'm from, I live in, I study, I travel, um, I am brunette, I am blonde, I am tall, I am short. These are some words that help you to introduce yourself. Now let's give the examples. My name is Violet. I am an English teacher and a TV journalist. I am from Romania. I live in Voleni, a town not far from the capital of Romania, which is Bucharest. I'm in my 40s. I am like medium height, not very tall, but not short either. I am rather blonde, let's say. I have light brown eyes. I have light brown hair. Mm, I live in Romania. As I said, I am Romanian. I am thin, or rather thin, not like skinny, but I'm rather thin. So this is how I present it a little bit myself. I introduce myself. Hello, my name is Violet. Hi, I'm Violet. Okay. Or this is Violet. You can also use this expression. Then, if you want to talk about your family, let's imagine that you meet someone new in a particular context, and you want to talk about your family, or you go to a reunion somewhere, maybe for your job or for any other reasons. You are on vacation, you want to talk about your family to someone else. Let's see some words. First of all, I would like to enumerate the relatives, and we will say relatives, parents, mother, father, grandmother, grandfather, grandparents, uncle, aunt, cousin. It's for both feminine and masculine. A nephew, niece. Um, these are nephew and niece are for related to an aunt or to an uncle. Then we have grandchildren, granddaughter, grandson, mother-in-law, father-in-law, uh, stepmother, stepfather, stepdaughter, stepson, stepbrother, stepsister, half brother, half sister. These are the main relatives that we can enumerate. Then we can say large family, a small family, happy family, or maybe a tensed family where there is a lot of tension. These are kind of the words that we can use related to a family. Then we can say something like this example. I have a large family. We all live in Romania. We live in different cities, but from time to time we visit each other or we meet and we have a meal together. My mother and my father live in the countryside. I have a brother and a sister who live in different cities. One lives in Bucharest, the capital, and another lives in another town, Constanța, which is at the sea border. I'm not married, I'm single. We have a happy family. We communicate with each other. I also have some relatives that I don't really much talk to. We don't keep in touch, but I mostly keep in touch with my extended family. My grandparents live also in the countryside. I visit them and my parents once a month. So this is how you can talk about your family, for example. Then let's imagine that we want to talk about the job. Let's see some vocabulary. Job, workplace, 9 to 5, personal business, small business, employee, employer, workplace, schedule, salary, wage. These are just a few words associated to talking about a job. So at this moment, I have a 9 to 5 job. I work for a multinational company at the HR department, or I'm a business owner. I have a small business, a local business in my native town. The schedule is from my work schedule is from 9 to 5. I have a good salary, but I don't like the lack of freedom. So kind of I love my job. I don't like my job, but I have to do it because I need to pay my bills, and I can't afford to um, have a more comfortable schedule and a lower payment, for example. Okay, and the last one, talking about your hobbies. So these things you can just talk about these things when you meet someone new or a group of new people. Uh, Present yourself, introduce yourself, talking about your family, talking about your job or your work life, and about your hobbies, because this is also an important subject. You might find people who have the same interests and hobbies, and you can become friends. You can practice hobbies together. For example, there are people who say, I don't have any hobby. I don't know what I would like to do. I just like watching, I don't know, videos or movies or series or something like that. So I don't have any special interests. But there are people who know themselves better and had more interest in exploring their personality, and they find out that they have hobbies. For example, some hobbies can be painting, skating, writing, reading, listening to music, creating music, singing, vlogging, trading, uh, investing in the stock market. It can be a hobby as well. You can have just a high interest for that. Um, mm, yeah, taking pictures, cooking, baking, um, creating handmade objects, for example. So there are a lot of hobbies that one can have. And let's give some examples. I really love painting. I paint whenever I have some free time and I'm not too tired, I paint at the weekends. I love listening to music. I'm passionate about Italian music. I adore cooking. I like cooking international dishes, and I have a collection of spices in my kitchen. For example, I love hiking and going out in nature. I'm a passionate reader. I read many books. I take some books from the library. I also buy a lot of books. I love creating vlogs for YouTube. It is my passion. It gives me the chance to be creative, to express myself, to feel better and better in front of the camera, to talk about myself, but also about things that might interest other people. So this is how you can talk about your hobbies. Even if you don't have like a very rich vocabulary, you just need to have the courage to talk, because this is how you learn, this is how you improve, by making your brain work in this direction. And the next time the words will come faster, better, and you don't have to be a perfectionist. You don't have to want to have that perfect speaking all the time. It's not necessary. People will understand you even if your speaking is not perfect from from the very beginning. It will be in time. Just persevere. That's the key. So thank you for watching the video, and see you in the next one. Goodbye.